Hello, First Pres family. This is Pastor Emily here with Sidekick Bandit out on my patio, back with another mindfulness meditation exercise. And I know it's been a little while, I'm so sorry. But today I'm going to introduce yet another beginner's exercise to empty your minds, empty yourselves, and just get beyond whatever seems to be holding us either in a rut or in a brain fog. Now, brain fog is a term that you might have heard recently. It's something that's been thrown around a lot during the pandemic because everyone right now across the entire world is experiencing just a smidgen of stress that we're not used to. Some people more than others due to various things. I'm not discounting anything out there. But especially during this time, people are feeling like they are going through the motions of life, but they're not really present in their life. So this is going to help us kind of step out of that brain fog to acquire awareness of both ourselves and our surroundings. This is also a very helpful exercise if you are like me and you're holding a lot of tension right here, or maybe you have anxiety, or maybe you just get easily amped up about things. This is something that can help you. And this is a 1 to 2 minute exercise. So, this exercise was given to me by my 4th grade teacher. Shout out to Miss Jones, now the wonderful Mrs. Ashley. She had my entire class do this, and it was extremely helpful because I was that easily distracted child. So what we're going to do is we are going to quiet ourselves, meaning be silent, and we are going to actively listen. So wherever you are right now, just make sure that you're not next to an overbearing sound that annoys you. This could be a crying baby. This could be an overly loud television set. Anything that is overbearing, step away from that thing. If you are like me and you are very lucky to be seated somewhere that is a little bit more peaceful, stay right where you are. So we are going to be quiet, and we are going to listen and count the number of different sounds that we can hear. And you'll always be surprised at how much is going on. So normally I would do this very silently, but because I'm with all of you, I'm going to do this out loud. Now my telephone's microphone is not that great, so it's not going to pick up everything, but I'm going to give you 10 seconds to listen, and then we're going to name the sounds that we hear. So let's listen. All right, so the obvious one that you should hear is the air conditioning sound. I'm also hearing chirping birds, and I'm hearing cars going by on Villa Maria. There is the sounds of footsteps, someone who just walked by. There's a train slowly creaking along the tracks. That's, now you know where I live. I heard someone close their car door, and I can hear Bandit behind me breathing. So if I were to listen a little bit longer, I'm sure that there are more things that I could pull out that I could hear. But again, this is just an exercise to kind of quiet myself. Oftentimes when we're thinking, we hear a little voice that says our thoughts to us. And I know that sounds crazy, but think about this. If your primary language is English, you think in English. Think something right now. You probably thought that thing in English and heard that little voice inside your head saying that thing. We are going to get rid of that little voice, and we are simply going to be a part of the world, hearing the things that are going on in the world around us. That's what this exercise does. It draws us back from where we are to see things a little bit differently, a little bit more clearly. So I hope this exercise is something that you find useful. It's definitely something that I tend to do more and more. I'm finding that I do it on a daily basis. It just helps me step outside of myself. It helps me gain perspective. What is really happening here? What is really important? And what is my part in it? And oftentimes after I do this exercise, I might take those things that I've realized and pray to God about it. But this is so helpful. So if you know somebody who has said, I feel like I'm in a brain fog, or If you know someone that has some anxiety or some stress in their lives, this is an easy thing that you can also introduce to them. But again, I hope you find this useful, and I will try to do more of these videos each and every week. Thank you so much for joining me.